Anime fans all over the world have been dying to get another Budokai Tenkaichi game, and because of that, the other day Dragon Ball Sparking Zero has been announced. There are some mixed opinions about the game, but overall everyone is happy, and because of that I have decided to think of 5 things that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero needs. I think. All of my picks were made with me inhaling massive amount of copium, and some of them might not make sense to everyone, but if you stay until the end of the video, you will understand why I'm making such a hopeful list. The first feature I want to get added to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is 2v2 matchmaking. Before you click off the video, let me explain why I want this to happen. Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash is a game that everyone keeps downplaying, but even the haters admit that the idea of an anime game with 2v2 matchmaking sounds pretty good. I know very well that this would make the game become chaotic, but that's exactly what I want. Fun with no limits. Nobody should expect any sort of balance, nobody should expect ranked, and the game shouldn't be made with 2v2 in mind, but if you just add this as a game mode that nobody would feel mandatory to play because this wouldn't give any sort of reward to the players, then I'd say even if it flops, even if nobody likes it, it wouldn't do any harm to the base game. This would obviously mean that we need a flawless netcode, and don't worry, that's my second point. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is in dire need of a good netcode, so I say rollback netcode is necessary. I might have overdosed myself with too much copium, but this one also has logic behind, so stay with me for another minute. Whenever an anime game comes out, everyone is crying for rollback netcode. Demon Slayer got announced, everyone wanted rollback. Storm Connections came out, everyone wanted rollback. There's almost nobody that hasn't heard about Budokai Tenkaichi 3, even the new generation of players have heard about it at least once, and I'd say if this game cannot get rollback, then no other arena fighter can get either. A couple hours ago it's been revealed that this game has been in development for 5 years, which means that the developers might have already found a way to implement rollback netcode. Now I'll be 100% honest with you guys, the reason why I want rollback isn't because I want this game to become competitive, there's actually a social reason behind it. The other day I have watched Globku's Dragon Ball video where he was playing on the rollback test servers, and finally he had the chance to play with people all around the world. He was so happy. I live in Hungary, which is the middle of Europe, and I have at least 4 friends in Japan, 20 in America, 3 in Germany, 5 in the UK, and countless others whose country I don't remember. I want to play with all of them. I want everyone to have fun, but if you drop a game with the usual delay-based netcode, you make it impossible. Games live or die by how they feel to play, and if the feel to play for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is bad, then you will not want to play with people outside of your own region. The lack of rollback certainly won't kill this game, but just imagine how popular it could become. And yeah, give us everything the Storm games used to have, friend invites, endless, tournaments, spectator mode and more. Please give us friend invites and spectator mode on release, don't let this game die week 1. Let's come back to reality and make a more sensible request. Third point of my video is to give us the chance to make our own custom character. Dragon Ball Kakarot is a story-based game that covers the main lore of the franchise, Dragon Ball FighterZ is the competitive Dragon Ball game, and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero could just be the middle child. It could be sort of both without going over the line. The idea of custom characters would allow the game to have its own story that doesn't compete with Dragon Ball Kakarot's approach. You could make a filler story that could sort of tie into the main lore. I also know that a lot of people don't like it when players bring their custom characters to online, so my solution to that would be just to not allow them to be used on ranked. And this makes even more sense when we get to my fourth point, where I'd say we need a way to have an in-game event section. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but in Xenoverse 2 there's a place where you can watch announcements for Dragon Ball games, and I would say we need that in Sparking Zero as well. This might sound like something small, and yeah, sure, you could argue that this isn't that big of a deal, but just imagine sitting in the main hub with the boys, watching the announcement of the next Dragon Ball game, the announcement of the next season of Dragon Ball Super. Doesn't that excite you even a little bit? And yeah, since I have said sitting with the boys, my final tip would be to give us a clan system. Honestly, just rip off everything My Hero Ultra Ball has, let us level up the clan to gain certain perks. Make it so the higher the clan is, the more experience your character gets, or more in-game currency, or more ranked points. And since we got custom characters, let the clan leader make an in-game dojo where everyone can just chill out, everyone can meet up, everyone can watch events this way. These were the 5 things I want in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Some of them are insane demands, I know, but this is probably the most anticipated anime game of all time. I would be a fool not to want the best features added. If you made it this far into the video, you're fantastic, but you could be amazing by clicking the like button and dropping a comment. And if you wanna go beyond, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot, trust me. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope to see you all next time. Peace!